Welcome to the presidential debate of IEM Land. We are here with our candidates. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Prim Amafrohun, and I'm running for president of IEM Land because human rights is a must.
Hi, my name is Patrami Chandrakar. It's Mira for short. I'm running for the president of IEM Land. Please remember my name because I'm going to be the one that make you a better tomorrow. Please keep flat forward party in your mind. Your decision for a better tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Amy Sopadulakana, and I'm running for president in IEM Land. Don't forget to keep moving forward for a better future, and don't forget to vote for me, please.
Hi, my name is Rahat Toypen. I'm running for the president of IEM Land, and always remember, your future is in your choice.
Okay. First question. Should we fund the health facility or education facility first when the problem is we lack of both two facilities? Prem, what is your opinion?
Education is base of everything. Even medical personnel, doctor, nurse, biomedical engineer. They are all from medical faculty in education system. So if we say there's a lack of medical facility, it can cause from many problems since funding, technology, a lack of medical personnel, all of that can be fixed by education support. So more kids and more population can help medication. We can help in this situation together, all of us. Since engineering, literature, doctor, or whoever you are, we can help it together. Thank you.
In my perspective, we should fund the health facilities first. Two of these are equally important, but we need to choose. Some of you maybe think that the education is more important than the health, but what if we're sick and we're nearly to die? If we have good health service and fully facilities in the hospital, we won't die, and this is the basic right that every human needs to get. That is an access of the health service. We need to make sure that everyone is healthy and having a well care first, and then we will fund the education next. Every human lives matter, especially with us recovering from the world-shocking pandemic. We can see the picture clearly that we need to fund this health service first and immediately.
Okay. Next.
And we will keep us quiet that we should fund the health facility more than the education facility. Because in my point of view, indeed, health is more important than education. I didn't mean that education isn't important at all. I just need us to fund health more than anything else. For the current COVID-19 pandemic, which happened around the world, many people have lost their lives due to it, although they live in a developed country. And if the country is considered as a developed country, this means that its education and health must be good enough, but sadly, it still can't protect us from this disease, and we still face so many losses. And imagine if we pay more attention on education, if the outbreak of plague occur, we will not have a student left to teach. There might be disease because of the low standard health care. That's why I think we should fund health facility more. Thank you.
Okay. Next.
But if you fund on health facilities, how can they have a good doctor to cure us if they don't have a good education? When the problem is the lack of these two facilities, from my point of view, we should fund the education facilities first, since education is the initial of everything in our country. If we lack of a quality education, we lack a quality grown-up people to develop our country to be better than it was. If everyone can get a quality education equally, we will have an effective people into our society, and we will no longer have to worry about lacking of health facility as well. Because if the economy goes well, we will have enough money to pay for these two facilities easily. Have you ever heard the phrase, children are the future of the nation? That is the reason why we should fund education first.
Does anyone want to say anything more?
I disagree with her because health facility is for everyone, but I didn't say that education is for just a group of some people, but we need to take care of all of the population, and health facilities is for everyone. So we should fund this first, not only the education part.
Okay. Anyone want to say anything?
From another side, yes, if she said that if the economy is working well, we should fund on to point of one is education and two is health, right? But if we are in the period that the economy isn't going well, I think we should fund on health more because if the people is good, is not have an ill condition, we can develop the economy to be better.
But I mean, if we have a good vacation, we will have a good economy. So we have no longer to worry about of lacking of these activities.
Yes, I know that, but my point is to say that if we are in the bad economy system, we need to fund on health more because it's more important. Because it will help us to prevent us from dying. Because if we have a better technology of health,
But if you don't have a good education, how can a doctor cure you?
And if you have a good education, how can you become a good doctor if the health facilities is not enough?
Prem, you want to say anything?
Sure. I mean, from all of you are talking about, you say, okay, we should fund for medical, so there can be a doctor, but doctor and everyone are from education system. And there's not gonna be only doctor and nurse who gonna fix the illness of people. It's about engineering, it's about literature, everyone have meaning in the system. And education is for everyone.
Okay. Let's move on to the next question. What are you going to choose between unitary state and the federal state? Nano, what is your opinion?
For my opinion, this question depends on how rich IEM is, and I assume that it is a small country. And I would choose unitary states because of the size of the country. Unitary have tons of advantages, such as it can be less costly than federal states, since the population pays taxes just for one government, and it is easier for us to watch just one government if they are operating efficient or not, and it's easier to control people since the power is from only one. For instance, when somebody committed a crime, if they run away into another state, it will be such a difficult thing to find them due to loss of process. And if the states help the criminal, that is going to be a real mess up. Therefore, these are the reasons why I choose unitary states.
Okay. Next.
I disagree with the point that she said that if someone committed a crime and escaped to another state, he or she can be arrested. Well, I think he or she can be arrested because we still have a central government in the capital city. It's like if they escape to the other state, we can contact to the government province of the state to arrest them, and they can still get in jail. And for my opinion, I will go with federal state, which is characterized by a union of self-governing provinces, because I consider that some laws on each state can be adapted in different states. For an example, in Finland, in Georgia, United States of America, there is a federal law that forbids chickens to cross the laws. It's because there are a lot of farmers living in this town, and the government wants to organize them. But imagine
Time.
Okay.
Okay.
I disagree with her, as she said that we have a general government, but how can you make sure that the leader in that state or that city will do by the presidential rules? And we are in IEM land, and this is a small country. We don't need the federal state. I choose unitary state because it's easier. As you know, the federal state is more fit to a larger country like the USA or Russia. Why? Because they have a large area and people are different. They have different culture and thoughts. But we are in IEM land. We are all in the similar ages, and I think the unitary state is enough to run this country. We can use the same law and rules. This can prevent the escape of person who commit a crime or any problems like rebels. Especially we still have the pandemic. we need to unite to fight this together for a better tomorrow, as my slogan says.
Okay, time. Next.
I disagree with her. So there's two topics. First is about crime and COVID-19 pandemic. She said in federal state we need to contact more and there's going to be more process. But I think in IEM land, I'm confident that communication is not going to be too hard for all of us. We have potential for that. And other one, in our society there's a lot of variety, even though we're in the same age. None of us are the same. So in each state, we have a lot of provincial part, with some are different in race, some are different in culture, and some are different in diversity. That's the main reason why we need federal state. Law should be different since we have a lot of variety in our population, so that it can fit to everyone who live in diversity situation. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone want to say anything more?
Yes. As I said, the IEM land is not big, and we are only not really a great population. Like we have only a small amount of population, and I think we can control our population by the United States is enough, not the federal state. But if we have a federal state run, and how can we run the federal state if we have only a little population in this country?
As if everyone say, they say federal state can cause a lot of problem about pandemic of COVID-19 or maybe crime. But I believe in IEM land. I think we need to have potential and we can communicate to each other in federal land. Because our society has a lot of variety, even though we're in the same age, none of us is the same. So the each state, M4, M5, and M6, we have different needs, and we have some different in race, some are different in culture, and some are different in diversity. We don't even have the same way to say greeting. That's the main reason why we need federal state, so the law can fit to everyone, in everyone's need, because we live in diversity situation. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone want to say anything?
As she said that we have potential to communicate, and why don't we use the unitary state if we have potential to communicate enough? And I think federal state is too much for this small country because we only have three classes, and how can we separate the states from this country, because we have a small amount of population and we need to use a lot of money into the separated the state.
I would say it's going to use the same amount of money in taxes, and we can separate from M4, M5, M6 since we are separated already. And for the communication skill, I mean, we need to have it because we have a lot of variety, and that's the reason why we need to have federal state.
And I objection because how can you make sure that M4, M5, and M6 are different, and even in the class, everyone is different?
We have a different need. Since M4 need adaptation, M6 needs SAT test, and M5 need German learning. So we have different need, and that's the reason why we should have different law.
Amy, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I agree with you because I think in M4, M5, M6, those three of the classes have a small different details. Although we are localized because we are all IEM, right? But we still have a lot of different small details that I should be interested. Like as you said, maybe M6 and M5 needs SAT, West or IELTS studies, but M4 only focus on something like German or French, something that's why we should.
I disagree with you, and I didn't say that unitary state didn't provide students the different education or the things that they need, but we only use the law that are the same, and we need the same law because we are not a big country.
The law can support everything from education, from your lifestyle, and everything in your life. It's not going to be about education. It can provide a different for every one of us.
Unitary state can provide in SAT or IELTS too. We just provide it.
Yes.
Nano, do you want to say anything?
I agree with that since we are a small country, so we should you are separated into three classes, it will be a hole between it, and I think it is it have a chance.
I mean, if we have a power, we can provide everything as we want.
Yeah, but since we have the same government and we have like different population, it's not gonna answer the need of everyone.
Let's move on to the next question. How would you deal with climate change and how will you take care of the scenario? Peter, what is your opinion?
First, I will support the eco-friendly company by tax cuts. Only you have evidence that your company is eco-friendly. You can decrease your taxes too, and the environment and our earth come before anything else. We need to learn to live with them properly. Second, I will punish. We will have a stronger law for the deforestation or any harmful activity to the environment. We need to show them that in 2020, we need to think before we do anything, and we will take it super serious as the medical care too. And the final one, we will give the knowledge to people who didn't want to hurt, to people, the local community. I think most of the people didn't want to hurt the environment, but they just don't know, and you can blame them for that. If we can give the knowledge to everyone, I'm sure that they have good manners and thoughts enough not to hurt the earth and environment more than this.
Okay, next.
In this kind of problem, the only one who is capable of making solution effective is the government of the country, because they have the power the ordinary people don't have to access to the way to the solution. And what the government can do is to legislate the laws or an act that will keep people away from running national resources that may cause effects to our climate. People who are destroying our country's national resources in any way, such as cutting rules, selling illegal animals, will be sentenced to jail. We also need to foreign people from some scenarios in our country too.
Okay, next.
From my perspective, I will start with developing the public transportation to be more efficient first, so everyone can use it. Since using car is one of the main reasons climate change emerged. The more we use the car, the more we let the carbon dioxide into the ozone, which causes global warming. And the next thing I will change is the law to be more intense and stimulate people to consider about waste separation and think about environment more. Seeing that plastic is one of the huge problems of the world. And the next is I will fund the scientist project that have a possibility to help us decrease the amount of carbon dioxide, such as developing the electric car or solar system. Doing this can also provide an opportunity to the young and infamous scientists to be outstanding.
Okay, next.
Climate change is one of the problems which around the world are facing too. There's a lot of detail about it, but first thing that I want to do is change the law. The law is based on everything, lifestyle, knowledge, and everything we think. First thing first, I want to talk about the topic right now about plastic. Plastic needs to be reduced. I'm not gonna say let's get rid of petrol-based plastic. No, that's not how it works. Since plastic are in almost every moment of our daily life, I will support plant-based. And next thing, I will support transportation. So if we use it together, we can reduce some pollution. And the last thing, I will support clean energy. We can use the energy from water, from wind, and from other way that is not gonna hurt our world. And we can help in this together. Thank you.
Okay, does anyone want to say anything more? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Should homework be banned? Amy, what is your opinion?
First, I want to talk about the history of homework. In 1901, homework was banned in California, United States of America, and was later considered as child labor in 1930. But nowadays, people view homework as normal school assignments. Its age-old students have to deal with an overworld problem from schools. Last year, a Chinese girl even jumped off the building because she could not finish her homework in time. As we see, homework only causes a stress on students, teenagers in in this time of life, diligent exercise and life is booming, but we need to spend our precious time on our homework. Work in school is enough. So in my perspective, homework should be done and we need to work on school only, not on the house, on our free time as well. Thank you.
Okay, next.
In my opinion, homework should not be done, but it should be reduced. Homework should not be provided every subject that we study, seeing that there is still half and advantages of the homework. For example, when we are studying in a class, we already learn how to do it, but we also need to practice by ourselves. We need to do an exercise to help us more understand and just study what only the teacher teaches us. And if we do the homework, sometimes it helps us to remember better than just studying in a class. And also, I think homework should be provided only a few subjects that need a real comprehension, such as science or math.
Okay, next.
Homework came from the word home and work. It means the work that you should take it to home and work on it. But what is home time? Home time is the time that kids should relax. They can do creativity, they can talk to friends, they can talk to family, and do whatever they want. And homework is stopping the kids from that. They even make a pressure and harm the mental health of the kids. So I would say homework should be banned because there's a lot more in the world that kids should explore, but not about academic. Let the kids be the kids.
Next.
I think homework shouldn't be banned. I'm not going to romanticize the homework, but they really help. The homework exercises, practices help the students understand their lesson more than no homework. I need to admit that every exam I pass from the exam from the homework. Without the homework, I can't pass. And we cannot stay focused the class the whole period. So we need something to replace that the concentrate we lost. And that is the self-practice or homework. However, it will be better to teach the students the life skills, not only the says in the book or the textbook. We need to live our life the way we want. We can't just copy and paste the textbook and again and again. We are not robots. And so I think homework shouldn't be banned, but it needs to change.
Okay.
And it needs to be in a new way, not only just copy paste from the homework.
Time.
We need to teach the student how to think.
Okay. Does anyone want to say anything?
Me. Practice makes perfect.
Okay. Thank you for participating in this presidential debates, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, and don't forget to vote for me. Don't forget that your future is in your choice.
And thank you for doing this. Remember to vote for Amy, number 8, and we will keep moving for better future.
Thank you for your attention. It's an honor to me so much to be in this room and sharing our opinions and perspective. Don't forget to vote PETA 2020. Fly for equality. And see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe in our variety in our society, and this is the example of it. Now remember to vote for me. Thank you.
That's all for our presidential debate, and I'm here to give the opinions about this debate. The candidates did a great job debating and presenting their policies. I love Prince eagerly to debate with the other candidates and did a great job expressing emotions and ideas. For Vita, I like her idea about reducing homework and not ban it completely, because students understand the context better due to it. I like Nano's way of dealing climate change by developing the public transportation to be more efficient first, so everyone will start using it more frequently and lower the usage of personal cars. I agree with Amy that health is more important than education, but doesn't mean education is not important, because if the children are not healthy, we can educate them to make the country grow, and there will be no future for the country. Finally, I commend the moderator of this debate. She did a great job handling and timing and made this debate over successfully.